Cycle-synced fasting for women 35 to 49, full 28-day blueprint, inspired by Dr. Mindy Pels. Your hormones are holding a secret meeting every month, and the only invitation they're waiting for is the right eating window. By simply syncing your fast with the rhythm of your cycle, you can tame hormonal roller coasters, melt stubborn fat, and finally feel steady in a world that loves to shake you up. This isn't a sci-fi plot. It's a real, evidence-backed protocol inspired by Dr. Mindy Pels, tailored for women in their mid-30s to late 40s, and laid out as a complete 28-day blueprint that you can start tonight. Why cycle sync matters. Estrogen and insulin sensitivity. Estrogen peaks in the early follicular and ovulatory phases, naturally enhancing insulin-mediated glucose uptake. Aligning a shorter eating window with these peaks maximizes the hormone's blood sugar stabilizing power. Progesterone and water retention. Progesterone rises after ovulation and can increase fluid retention. A longer fast reduces late-night insulin spikes that would otherwise amplify this effect. Testosterone and muscle. The modest testosterone surge around ovulation improves protein synthesis. Pairing a brief high-intensity interval (HIIT) session with a higher protein diet leverages this anabolic window. Scientific studies, e.g., Harvard Cell Metabolism 2021, J. Endocrinal 2022, show that timed feeding aligned with hormonal fluctuations improves metabolic flexibility and reduces menopausal-related weight gain. The 28-day flow, day-by-day overview. Day cycle phase, fasting length, eating window core focus. 1 to 3 early follicular, low estrogen, 12h 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. gentle reset, nutrient density. 4 to 7 mid follicular, rising estrogen, 15h 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. Light cardio, electrolyte boost. 8 to 11 ovulatory, peak estrogen plus testosterone. 16h 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. strength HIIT, protein-rich meals. 12 to 14 early luteal, progesterone rise. 18h 6 a.m. to 2 p.m. magnesium-rich foods, gut soothing. 15 to 18 mid-luteal, peak progesterone. 22h 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. anti-inflammatory power foods, yoga. 19 to 21 late luteal, premenstrual. 22h 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. same as above, added calming teas. 22 to 24 menstrual, low hormones. 12h 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. iron-rich foods, bone broth. 25 to 28 recovery/consolidation. 15 to 22h, flex, adjust per feel review, fine-tune habits. Days 1 to 3, quiet sunrise, early follicular. Fast, 12 hours, e.g., finish dinner by 7 p.m., break fast at 7 a.m. Menu highlights. Breakfast, spinach feta omelet cooked in avocado oil, side of mixed berries. Lunch, wild-caught salmon salad with arugula, cucumber, pumpkin seeds, and lemon tahini dressing. Snack, optional, within-window chia seed pudding with unsweetened almond milk, topped with sliced kiwi. Dinner, grass-fed beef stir-fry with broccoli, bell pepper, and cauliflower rice. Movement, 10-minute post-lunch walk, low impact, focusing on deep breathing. Ritual, morning glass of warm water plus a quarter teaspoon sea salt plus squeeze of lemon, supports adrenal minerals. Why it works. A short fast gives the pancreas a gentle reset while estrogen begins to rise, preparing cells for repair and supporting mitochondrial efficiency. Days 4 to 7, rising light, mid-follicular. Fast, 15 hours, e.g., last bite 8 p.m., first bite 11 a.m. Menu highlights. Midday break fast, 11 a.m. Greek yogurt bowl with hemp hearts, blueberries, and a drizzle of walnut oil. Lunch, quinoa tabbouleh with grilled chicken, parsley, mint, and pomegranate molasses. Afternoon snack, handful of raw almonds plus a cup of herbal rooibos tea. Early dinner, 7 p.m. baked cod with rosemary, sautéed kale and coconut oil, and roasted sweet potato wedges. Movement, 10-minute brisk walk after lunch, almost equals 150 steps/min, to boost circulation without spiking cortisol. Electrolyte boost, add a pinch of pink Himalayan salt to your warm water each morning. Consider an electrolytes-rich coconut water shot midday. Why it works. Extending the fast by 3 hours amplifies insulin sensitivity while estrogen continues to improve glucose uptake. laying the groundwork for the upcoming ovulatory surge. Days 8 to 11, crest of the wave, ovulatory. Fast, 16 hours, e.g., last bite 6 p.m., break fast 10 a.m. Menu highlights. Breakfast, 10 a.m. scrambled free-range eggs with sautéed mushrooms, spinach, and a side of avocado slices. Lunch, grass-fed beef burger, no bun, topped with caramelized onions, arugula, and roasted beetroot, side of lentil salad. Snack, celery sticks with almond butter and a sprinkle of cinnamon. Pre-workout, early afternoon small banana plus 5g creatine monohydrate, optional for strength. Movement, HIIT interval, 30 seconds all-out effort, e.g., kettlebell swings or burpees, followed by 90 seconds light activity. Repeat 6 to 8 rounds. Perform between 12 to 2 p.m. to capture the testosterone peak. Supplement, 500 milligrams magnesium glycinate in the evening to support muscle recovery. Why it works. Protein-rich foods feed the luteinizing hormone surge, while a brief HIIT session redirects testosterone toward muscle endurance instead of anxiety-driven cortisol spikes. Days 12 to 14, gentle tide, early luteal. Fast, 18 hours, e.g., last bite 8 p.m., break fast 2 a.m., or shift to 6 a.m. to 2 p.m. for comfort. Menu highlights. Breakfast, 2 p.m. if you shift warm quinoa porridge with pumpkin seeds, cinnamon, and a splash of almond milk. Snack, handful of roasted sea-salted edamame. Dinner, 6 p.m. baked chicken thighs with rosemary, roasted Brussels sprouts, and a side of wild rice pilaf. Key nutrients, magnesium, pumpkin seeds, spinach, quinoa, to counteract progesterone-induced water retention, ginger licorice tea in the evening to soothe gut flora and stabilize blood sugar overnight. Movement, light Pilates or gentle yoga flow, 30 minutes, focusing on hip openers and diaphragmatic breathing. Why it works. Longer fast curbs insulin spikes that would magnify progesterone-driven bloating, while magnesium eases cramps and mood fluctuations. Days 15 to 18, silent harbor, mid-luteal/premenstrual. Fast, 22 hours, e.g., last bite 8 p.m., break fast 6 a.m. Eating window, 9 a.m. to 1 p.m., 4-hour window. Menu highlights. First meal, 9 a.m. turmeric spiced cauliflower rice bowl with sautéed kale, shredded chicken, a drizzle of extra virgin olive oil, and a handful of blueberries. Second meal, 12 p.m. lentil soup fortified with bone broth, carrots, celery, and a splash of apple cider vinegar, side of mixed greens with avocado. Mind-body, 20-minute gentle yoga sequence before breaking the fast, emphasizing forward folds and supported twists to calm the nervous system. Supplement, 400 IU vitamin D3 plus 500 milligrams magnesium glycinate before bed to aid sleep and hormone balance. Why it works. A narrow feeding window synchronizes insulin and leptin signals, sending a all-systems-go message to the hypothalamus. Anti-inflammatory foods reduce prostaglandin-driven cramps. Days 19 to 21, renewal, late luteal. Fast, continue 22 hours, same window, 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. Menu highlights. Meal 1, baked salmon with dill, side of roasted asparagus, and a small quinoa black bean salad. Meal 2, warm bone broth with shredded collagen peptides, ginger, and a pinch of sea salt, followed by a small fruit plate, cantaloupe, kiwi. Focus, iron absorption, pair iron-rich foods, lentils, beetroot, with vitamin C, citrus, bell pepper, to boost uptake. Movement, restorative stretching, optional short walk if energy permits. Why it works. The body is preparing for menstruation. A short, iron-focused window supports hemoglobin replenishment while maintaining low insulin exposure. Days 22 to 24, reset, menstrual phase. Fast, return to 12 hours, e.g., dinner 7 p.m., breakfast 7 a.m. Menu highlights. Breakfast, steel-cut oatmeal topped with sliced banana, walnuts, and a drizzle of honey, if tolerated. Lunch, lentil and beet salad with goat cheese, orange segments, and a drizzle of olive oil. Dinner, slow-cooked bone broth stew with kale, carrots, sweet potato, and shredded chicken. Hydration, 2 to 3 cups of warm bone broth throughout the day. Add a squeeze of lemon for additional vitamin C. Movement, light walking, or gentle swimming. Focus on mobility rather than intensity. Why it works. A shorter fast provides flexibility for iron-rich meals while allowing the uterus to repair without excessive metabolic stress. Days 25 to 28, consolidation and personalization. Fast, flexible, alternate 15-hour, 18-hour, and 22-hour fasts based on how you feel. Key practice. Keep a daily log of energy, cravings, mood, and sleep quality. Use the data to fine-tune future windows. Sample day, 15-hour fast. Fast, 8 p.m. to 11 a.m. Meal 1, 11 a.m. turkey lettuce wraps with avocado, tomato, and a side of cucumber mint water. Meal 2, 5 p.m. grass-fed ribeye with roasted Brussels sprouts, garlic-infused olive oil, and a small baked apple. Sample day, 18-hour fast. Fast, 7 p.m. to 1 p.m. Meal 1, 1 p.m. sardine salad with mixed greens, olives, capers, and lemon vinaigrette. Meal 2, 6 p.m. coconut curry cauliflower soup with a sprinkle of cilantro. Reflection. At the end of day 28, write a brief wins and learnings paragraph. Highlight any reduction in cravings, improved sleep, or mood stability. This reinforces the new neural pathways that associate fasting with well-being. Optional modifications. Vegan/plant-based. Protein. Replace animal sources with tempeh, tofu, lentils, and pea protein powders. Iron. Use iron-rich legumes, spinach, and fortified nutritional yeast. Pair with vitamin C-rich fruits. Omega-3. Add algal oil supplements, 1g EPA/DHA, to mimic the anti-inflammatory benefits of fish. High-intensity athletes. Extend the eating window by 1 to 2 hours on strength training days to ensure adequate glycogen repletion. Incorporate branched-chain amino acids, BCAAs, intra-fast, zero-calorie version, if muscle recovery suffers. Busy professionals. Use time-restricted eating apps to automatically silence phone notifications during fasting periods. Batch-cook soups and stews on weekends. Portion into portable containers for quick reheating. FAQs. Question: what if I feel lightheaded during a 22-hour fast? A. Pause the fast. Drink an electrolyte-rich beverage, coconut water or a pinch of sea salt in warm water, and resume the next day with a 15-hour window. Question: can I drink coffee? A. Yes. Black coffee, no sugar or cream, is permitted during the fast. Add a dash of cinnamon for flavor and a mild blood sugar stabilizer. Question: how many calories should I aim for? A. The protocol is not a calorie counting plan. Focus on nutrient density. Typical intake falls between 1,400 to 1,800 kilocalories on fasting days and 1,600 to 2,000 kilocalories on lighter fast days. Adjust based on activity level and hunger signals. Question: what if my cycle is irregular? A. Base day 1 on the first day of menstrual bleeding. If the cycle is shorter or longer, simply align the phases proportionally, e.g., a 26-day cycle compresses each phase slightly. The principle of matching fasting length to hormonal dominance remains the same. Question: are supplements necessary? A. While whole foods cover most needs, a daily magnesium glycinate, 300 to 400 milligrams, vitamin D3, 2000 IU, and omega-3 algae oil, 1G, are supportive, especially during luteal and menstrual phases. Troubleshooting guide. Symptom possible cause quick fix. Persistent fatigue fast too long for current activity level reduce fast by 2 hours. Increase electrolytes. Nighttime cravings late night eating habit add a small protein snack, e.g., half a cup cottage cheese, before the fast begins. Mood swings inadequate magnesium or poor sleep add magnesium glycinate at bedtime. Enforce a no-screen rule 1 hour before sleep. Digestive bloating low fiber or sudden increase in legumes gradually introduce fiber. Sip ginger lime tea after meals. Menstrual pain spikes iron deficiency incorporate more iron-rich foods plus vitamin C. Consider a low-dose iron supplement after consulting a physician. Mind-body integration. 1. Morning breath work. 5 minutes inhale for 4 seconds. Hold 7 seconds. Exhale 8 seconds. Repeats 10 cycles, calming cortisol and priming the hypothalamus. 2. Evening journaling. Write 3 gratitude points and a brief note on how your energy felt during the fast. This reinforces positive neuroplasticity. 3. Weekly check-in. On days 7, 14, 21, and 28, record weight, waist circumference, sleep hours, and mood rating, 1 to 10. Track trends rather than daily fluctuations. Sample grocery list, whole food focus. Proteins, wild-caught salmon, grass-fed beef, free-range eggs, organic chicken thighs, tempeh, canned sardines. Vegetables, kale, spinach, arugula, broccoli, cauliflower, Brussels sprouts, bell peppers, cucumber, zucchini. Fruits, low-sugar berries, kiwi, grapefruit, lemon, lime. Healthy fats, avocado oil, extra virgin olive oil, coconut oil, walnut oil. Complex carbs, quinoa, wild rice, sweet potatoes, lentils, chickpeas, steel-cut oats. Electrolytes, sea salt, pink Himalayan salt, potassium chloride, lightly, coconut water. Supplements, magnesium glycinate, vitamin D3, omega-3 algae oil, collagen peptides, optional. Final reflections. When you close the final day of the 28-day journey, pause and notice the subtle shifts. A steadier energy curve, fewer hangry spikes, deeper sleep, and perhaps a lighter silhouette. The scale may have moved, but the deeper victory is the new dialogue between mind and body. You now recognize which days call for vigorous movement, which meals deserve your full attention, and how long to let your system rest. This awareness doesn't vanish after the plan ends. It becomes a lifelong tool, empowering you to navigate perimenopause, hormonal fluctuations, and occasional insomnia with confidence. By honoring the ebb and flow of estrogen, progesterone, and testosterone, you unleash a cascade of metabolic advantages that traditional diet plans simply ignore. Ready to start? Follow this quick start checklist. 1. Mark day 1, the first day of your next period. 2. Stock the kitchen. Fill your pantry with the whole food staples listed above. 3. Set timers. Program your phone or a kitchen timer for the fasting start and end times for each phase. 4. Schedule workouts. Align cardio, strength, and restorative sessions with the phase-specific guidance. 5. Log gratitude. Each evening, note 3 things you're grateful for to lock in the sleep-supporting habit. The beauty of this cycle-synced fasting plan is that it doesn't ask you to become a different person. It asks you to become the version of yourself that already exists under the surface, waiting for the right timing to shine. By honoring the ebb and flow of estrogen, progesterone, and testosterone, you unlock metabolic resilience, mental clarity, and a sustainable rhythm that can carry you through the next decade and beyond. Ask yourself, are you ready to let your cycle dictate the clock, instead of the clock dictating your cycle? If the answer is yes, grab a journal, note the first day of your next period, and step into a 30-day adventure that aligns nutrition, movement, and rest with the very biology that defines you. The transformation starts when the timer on your plate meets the pulse of your hormones. Press play on your own health soundtrack and let the fast begin.